My name is Hannah, and this is my story. God has shown up in many ways throughout my life, but I want to share with you today a story of how He healed my mind. For the first 22 years of my life, I was really haunted by fear. I dealt with more than just your average fear. I had pretty intense anxiety. I had multiple phobias, and I had recurring nightmares. A lot of times you would find me panicky and shaky, or sometimes even in the fetal position if it got to a point where I felt like I was going to encounter one of the many things I was afraid of. In my mind, everyone was afraid of something, and fear was a normal part of life and something that I didn't really think was a problem. I was definitely in denial about how bad my mental health was. My husband, John, as many of you know, came into my life around that time, a few years before, and he really started interceding on my behalf and speaking into my life, helping me to realize that what I was experiencing was not normal and that I needed help. I was still in denial, and I kept pushing away the thought and felt as though I could just deal with things on my own. In August of 2015, a new song had come into the worship atmosphere, I guess you could say, called No Longer Slaves. And it was really popular, so it wasn't long until I was hearing it everywhere. My husband, when he discovers new music that he likes, will listen to it ad nauseum, on repeat, over and over and over again. When he discovered this song, there was no exception. He continued to listen to that song on repeat for about a week, and it was driving me crazy. But while it was driving me crazy in the flesh, what I didn't realize at the time was that it was really speaking to me in the spirit. Some of the words in the song speak to how we're no longer slaves to fear. We're a child of God, and we don't have to carry that burden anymore because He drowned our fears in perfect love. And speaking that truth over myself, even if it was a week of, oh gosh, why are we listening to this again? Really led to a very special moment in my life. On August 16th, 2015, it was a Sunday morning, and we decided to go to church like a normal Sunday morning. And what I didn't realize, of course God realized, was that was going to be a day I would remember for the rest of my life. As you can probably imagine, I was really tired of this song by the end of the week. And would you know it, they played No Longer Slaves during that worship service. But as they were playing that, I found this moment where I was closing my eyes in worship, trying to be in the moment, and I saw this vision of a tide rather, being pulled back into the sea. And as that was happening, I felt like the Lord was saying to me, get ready because I'm about to do something. As the song continued and as I continued to engage in the lyrics that I was singing, I closed my eyes again and I saw a different vision. I saw this giant wave from that pulled-in tide come towards the shore and crash onto the shore. And the very instant that hit the shore in my vision, I felt this overwhelming peace completely fill my body and my spirit. It was almost like the fear that had been sitting like a knot in my stomach all those years dissolved as the peace came down from my head to my toes. I, of course, burst into tears, and my husband, having no idea what was going on and suddenly saw me bawling, asked me what was happening in great concern. And the only words that I could utter through the sobs were, "I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Because he lives, all fear is gone."